Today on CB Gist, Casey Price breaks silence on awful Carl Wood split allegations. Stacey Solomon fans speculate she's secretly giving birth as bump disappears. And still to come, Made in Chelsea's Louise Thompson confirms baby gender in adorable video. On today's episode of CB Gist, Katie Price has responded to reports that she split from her fiance Carl Woods after a guest at the National Television Awards claims to have overheard her telling her pals that she was newly single. The former glamour model was reported as telling pals that she was newly single at the NTA Awards on Thursday night, fueling the speculation that her engagement with Carl had hit the rocks. Katie and Carl had announced their engagement in April, with the car salesman popping the question after their whirlwind romance. However, 5 months later, the engagement was rumored to be over, with a guest at the NTA's alleging Katie boasting about she dumping the Carl salesman. Hours after those claims came to light, Katie has blasted such claims, saying that it was such a shame that such a good night was spoiled by the awful stories about her. And in a word, she never once said she had dumped Carl, as that is not true. Katie had attended the Glitzy Showbiz Bash with her 19-year-old son after the pair were nominated for the Best Author Documentary. Although Katie's red carpet ended with a little bit of disappointment as she lost out to Kate Garraway in the Hartford category, Katie and RV had been nominated for the BBC documentary Katie Price, RV and Me, with Kate going on to win the trophy for her one-off special Finding Derek, which focused on her husband Derek Draper's battle with COVID. After the ceremony, Katie was alleged to have headed to an after-party where a fellow guest claimed to have heard her divulge that her year-long romance with Carl was over. And she allegedly also added that she was back living at her house in West Sussex, and even though it wasn't fully done yet, she wasn't moving back in with Carl. Aside from clearing up the issues surrounding her relationship status, Katie also took to Instagram today to reveal she was going into business with her sister Sophie, who had joined her at the NTAs. Well, at this juncture, we can't say what is and what isn't, and if Katie herself had come out to say she's still with Carl, then you best believe she's still with Carl. And on to the next, Loose Women star Stacey Solomon was forced to address the speculations that she had already welcomed a baby girl in secret after fans were puzzled by her latest Instagram upload. Very observant fans of the 31-year-old believe she had welcomed baby number 4 after seeing a photo of her posing in the mirror of a newly revamped Pickle Cottage dressing room. The mom, who was thought to be weeks away from a due date, obviously did not look it in a picture, and which made the fans stress and speculate that she might not be pregnant anymore and probably has had her baby girl at home. Then Stacey was quick to deal with the rumors after a fan stressed that she wasn't looking pregnant. She gave an itinerary with the kids for the day, and she promptly followed a post with another that aimed to clear up any confusion for fans who were convinced that she'd had a baby, telling them that she'll let them know when she goes into labor, as she's just a few weeks away, and she then proceeded to show off her baby bump in all its glory. Former X Factor star admitted in an interview that she had been scared about telling people she was pregnant again, as she had already had 3 children with 3 different dads, including fiancé Joe Swash. The pair got engaged last year, have a 2-year-old son together, and Stacey also shares a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old with previous partners. And not only that, she's also stepmom to Joe's 13-year-old son from a previous relationship. And in her words, she was never really worried about being pregnant, but she was in denial, hoping it will not happen. And she also added that sometimes it's nice to share everything so everyone is involved in the process, whether it's good or bad, and sometimes it's just nice to sit in a cave somewhere and stay safe. But most of all, she was mostly excited. Well, the truth is, if she didn't want anyone to know, well, nobody would know. How would they know? They would never know. But hey, she already put it out there, and yes, there's a chance that everybody or quite a lot of people are pouring. And lastly, Made in Chelsea star Louise Thompson and her fiancé Ryan Levy are expecting a child together later this year. Now, the couple confirmed the gender of their unborn baby in an adorable video they uploaded to Instagram. More or less like a baseball game gender reveal, which showed them that they were about to have a boy. The pair looked absolutely ecstatic at the thought of welcoming a son. Louise shared the video to Instagram with her 1.2 million followers, and her fans, friends, and family were quick to comment on it, including her brother Sam and his girlfriend Zara McDermott, former EastEnders stars Jacqueline Josa, as well as Ashley Lewis, who said, "Welcome to the boy club." The news had announced that she was pregnant back in May. Now, the news came just 2 months after the couple had briefly spoken about their experience of losing a baby shortly after learning that Louise had fallen pregnant. Thankfully, they were able to conceive again and decided to share the baby's ultrasound on Instagram as they confirmed the heartwarming news. Through all of that, Louise was able to bravely put down her feelings on the post, as she admitted she was worried that history would repeat itself. But she shared the message alongside the lovely images of her and Ryan holding an image of the baby scan, as well as a cute pair of baby white trainers. And according to her, she had thought of all sort of creative ways to deliver the news, but 12 weeks has been challenging. And unlike the last time when she documented a pregnancy journey with 1,000 pictures, she admitted that this time around she was going to take a billion gazillion pregnancy tests to make sure that everything was okay along the way. She also admitted that the journey hasn't been easy on her and her partner, but she was lucky to have a sensitive partner and felt safe in the knowledge that it was going to be the best dad in the world. Aww.